Guyana's agricultural frontier is expanding fast, and in the heart of the country's savannas, vast fields of soybeans and corn are transforming the landscape. It's not just farming, it's a revolution in food security, job creation, and regional trade. Recently, we traveled to Region 10 and then down the Berbice River to bring you, on the ground, this story. These are young soybean plants here at this ranch at Dublin along the Berbice River. It doesn't look like much, but in a few months' time, these are going to grow and produce millions of pods on hundreds of thousands of plants. But also along the Tacama Trail in the Tacama Savannahs, the planting of soybean is also being done on a large scale for Guyana, but also for exports outside of Guyana. We are exploring the cultivation of these plants today, along with also the farming of corn. Here in the Tacama Savannahs of Region 10, the horizon stretches endlessly, but it's not just grassland anymore. What was once considered barren land is now being cultivated with promise, row after row of soybeans, signaling a new bold chapter in Guyana's agriculture story. By the end of 2025, Guyana is targeting 30,000 acres of corn and soybean cultivation, enough not only to feed itself but to export across the Caribbean. Already, more than 10,000 acres have been planted, with that number expected to rise to 26,000 acres by year's end. To make this possible, government has invested heavily. 41 kilometers of new farm roads right here in Tacama, and silos with capacity to store up to 9,000 tons of grain. And while soya is spreading its root here in the savannas, farther south along the Berbice River at Dublin Ranch in Ibini, it's corn that takes center stage. Just like soybean, make no mistake, corn production is also being done on a large scale right here in Guyana. Here at Dublin Ranch, along the Berbice River, lots of locals, scores of locals actually, are involved in this type of cultivation. It's largely for byproducts and not for human consumption, but it's big export for Guyana. We'll talk to some of the locals who are working right on this farm to understand more. Though it's the off-season, the commitment of those who work these fields is clear as the Berbice River itself.
The first thing we have to do is take off the shoot bag, feel for the cob, cut just above the cob, like this. You have to put on back your shoot bag.
It's hard work, but knowing it contributes to Guyana's growth and help provide feed for animals across the country, it makes it all worthwhile.
What we do here, our corn brain. So we have here, as you see these brown bags, our corns are self-pollinated.
Right. What does that mean, self-pollinated?
Okay, meaning that we have our workers, they come, they shake the tassel in one of these brown bags and pollinate the corn flower.
So under all of these brown bags, there are corn.
Yes, we're in our harvesting season.
And this is just one block.
This is just one block of many. This area we have 16 blocks. Yeah.
And this is just one of 16.
This is just one.
How many corn plants do you think is just in this block only?
That is a very hard question.
And while most of this production isn't for your dinner table, it plays an equal critical role, supplying the raw material for animal and poultry feed. That means lower feed costs, cheaper meat, and less reliance on expensive imports. Even in the off-season, there is planning, maintaining equipment, and preparing.
This is just our slow period. Normally, we have this whole entire from the gate there to the end there covered with crop. And if you were coming in, you looked on your right, you saw that big area. Over there also does normally be covered with crop.
Okay, but there is a bigger story to all of this. It fits into a larger plan. Do you know what that plan is? Why are we doing corn production in Guyana?
These corns are not for human consumption. These corns are planted for byproduct.
Right.
We have our markets is actually international market, mainly in Iowa. When production is finished here, we normally export straight to Iowa, and they have the filing over there, and then distribution is normally done.
Right. What do you mean by byproduct?
So basically, these current products are mostly for animal feed.
Corn and soya beans may not be the glamorous crops, but together they hold the key to Guyana's food security and economic growth. By reducing imports, creating jobs, and ensuring stable prices, this frontier of farming could change the region's future.